Hey everyone, it's Leanne. Welcome to another video on my channel. Today I'm going to share with you the watercolor travel kit that I've put together, and I am going on vacation next week, so I'm excited to take this along with me. So let's look at what I have packed. If you've been following along in my last video, I did set up my new micro palette, so be sure to check out that video. And otherwise, this is the travel kit that I put together. So to begin, I picked up this plastic kind of I don't know, case at Walmart. It actually was like I think it was like $7 actually. And it had some travel items in it, ironically. It had like some shampoos and hand creams and that kind of thing. And so I only bought it for this case because it is a plastic, but it'll be waterproof or kind of waterproof. And it has the little zip top. It has kind of like this thickness so I can stack some things in here, and it has a little handle. So I thought it would be handy to throw this into my bag. But I'll show you everything that I'm taking with me. So I have some paper towels, of course. I have my collapsible water cup from Faber-Castell. I love this and it's so handy. I can't imagine not taking it, even though it's a little bulky for travel, but it's a sacrifice I'm not willing to make. I don't have anything better at this point. I have an eraser. This is by Factus. I love these too. I buy these at Opus Art Supply on the West Coast in Canada. They're my favorite. For erasers, I also have this pump eraser that's like a pencil, and it's made by Tombow. And I just like this because I can get smaller spaces with this, or finer details that I can't get with the Factus. I have a few brush options. This is really hard for me because I have a brush by Escoda that I love, and I think it's a filbert. I'm not sure. It's got like a taper at the top. It's pointy, but it's kind of wide in the broad part of the brush, and I paint exclusively with that. But I wanted something that I could throw in my bag and not have to worry about the bristles getting bent, because I've had that happen where you just don't enjoy yourself if you're constantly worrying about your brush. So I bought a couple Escoda brushes from Jackson's Art, and I wanted to get the size 6, and it was sold out both times that I went to do that, but I got a 4 and a 10. So, I mean, we're running the gamut here on sizes. It's super tiny and super big at the same point. The other thing too, I don't really care about these brushes is this one especially doesn't hold a nice fine point. I find these brushes hold a lot of water, almost too much, and it's hard to get details with these. I've kind of tried to make the point back to what it was and stick it in the handle like that, but it had, like, it splays at the end, even though it's brand new. The one that I use is the Prado series. These are the Ultimo. I tried to buy the Prado travel set, and I was able to check out, but then they contacted me after because there was a sale, and they said they didn't have inventory to cover the purchase, so I just have these. And I'm also bringing my water brush from Pentel. This is the Aquash brush. I believe this is just a small tip. But doing this is for alternate detail as well if I have trouble with this one. I typically sketch with just a lead pencil that's wooden, but I'm going to take this Faber-Castell pump pencil. This is a 0.7 millimeter lead, and I also have refills that I picked up at my local art store, so I can make sure this is good and full. Just that it's something I don't have to sharpen. It's always going to be a small enough point that I can sketch easily with it, so I will be taking that with me. I went to my art store today just to pick up a few more supplies. I did get these Faber-Castell Pitt Artist pens. These are the fine liner ones. I got a 0.5 and a 0.3, and then when I tested them on the paper in the art store, they were very fine looking. And then we went to breakfast after, and I sat down and I scribbled on the receipt from the art store, and the markers looked a little bit thicker than I wanted, but I think that maybe it was just the paper. And so hopefully these are a lighter touch than not. Actually, I have a scrap. Let's test it out, because I'm sure thermal paper is not the same consistency. So this is the 0.5, which is a broader nib. That's what I wanted. And then this is the 0.3, which actually seems... I think I could get some light line work with this. Yeah, maybe that's okay. I've been using a medium nib with my Lamies, and I've been trying to lighten up a bit on my line work. I just find that it's a little too heavy, so I thought maybe if I just took some pens like this, then I don't have to worry about refilling ink and taking bottles of ink and fussing with them, and that gives me a few options. At the art store, well, I actually already had this one. This is a white, I believe, let's see, India ink waterproof, maximum light fastness. This is from Faber-Castell, so it does white ink, and I've been using it on some art lately, and it's been working pretty good. Sometimes it's a little watery, I guess, or not as opaque as I would like. I have not found the perfect white art pen, but I have some more things to try. So I did go to the art store today. I picked up this Try Art paint marker, which I believe has acrylic. It's very much like a Posca. You shake it and it has like the pump end, and I think that it might work out pretty well. I've got it going, so we'll see. I am always up for trying something that might work when it comes to white paint for my highlights. So we'll give that a try. And then I also picked up some white watercolor, which I think I have some in a student grade palette somewhere around here, but I don't really use white that much. I actually went to buy white gouache and the art store didn't have any. They don't, and Try Art doesn't make gouache. The girl who works there mentioned, but she suggested the watercolor, it would be more of a gouache consistency, be a little bit more opaque, so I'm going to try this. This one I got, I think is zinc. Yeah, zinc white. And they were out of titanium. I would have bought that one, but they were out. So yeah, maybe this will work too. I don't know. We'll see, but I'm going to take it with me. I also picked up the micro portable painter. So in the micro size. If you watched my last video, I talked about setting this up and all the colors that I chose and that sort of thing. I made this little contact card to put in for a sample to see what color the swatches are, and it looks like I already messed it up and got ultramarine blue in the corner. Oh well, that's okay. But this one is super light. It's nice and lightweight plastic. It will open up and give me extra areas to blend or mix color with these. I probably won't use this for water because I have my water cup, but this could be also used to hold water, or it's got a couple, 3 little divots here to hold like kind of like wells for mixing. So, and then there's the little fly out at the top here. So there's lots of options. I'm excited to use this. These are very popular. This brand, I know, like the inventors had great success with the regular portable painter, and so I'm excited to give this micro a try. I love that it's this lightweight plastic, and I also got the expansion wells, and they just came in the mail this week, so I was able to break it down from 6 to 16, so I'm excited about that. I also have a sketchbook, and I got Bob, my sticker I purchased from Redbubble. That's my favorite Animal Crossing character. And so this is the Stillman and Byrne Beta Series. This is a 3x5. I've already done a couple sketches just to test it. The paper, it's not 100% cotton. It has cellulose in it. I believe that is what it is. But it paints differently. And I actually, it's different. It just, the colors don't seem as vibrant, but I find that it gives kind of like a urban sketching look to it. I don't know, it's hard to describe, but the paint does react a little bit differently, but it holds it really well. It doesn't like mess up the paper. It is a mixed media, I believe, notebook, but I really love this size, this form. I typically take the Strathmore watercolor journals, and I did hear that they're discontinued, which is so unfortunate, and I really need to figure out my own size that I like and make my own journals, because I'm so tired of finding something I like and then it's gone. It's just gone. It's so frustrating. It's the second time it's happened. I typically use the Etcher sketchbooks, but I wanted something that was just, I like that it's soft cover and it's pocket sized. I thought that the format would be super tiny to sketch in because I'm used to sketching on a larger surface, usually like 5x7 or something. But this actually worked really well. This painting here I did was from a picture I took when I was in Ireland, and I was impressed that I could get as much detail as I did into that painting. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. Probably paint more like this style while I'm away. That's more me anyways. I was just trying some stuff in this book and testing it out. So this is what I've picked for my travel kit. So I think it'll all fit really nicely in this little plastic carrying thing that I picked up. I've been looking for the perfect carrying case. I really wanted something that was like a book that would open up and flat lay, that zipped all the way around. But I do like that this is like plastic or vinyl, so it's It's not going to leak if I have some water spillage or something, and it's going to protect my paints too. So if I'm at the beach or something and my bag gets wet, this book's going to probably be more protected in this little plastic thing, and it's lightweight, and I didn't spend a lot of money on it, and if anything happens to it, I'm not going to be sad. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Just a quick look at the travel kit that I've put together. I'm trying to be very minimal, but also take what I need. I normally use Neocolor pastels as well, like water-soluble pastels, and I'm not taking them. They're so fragile, and they mark up everything they touch very easily, and I don't want to be responsible for babysitting anything that needs too much attention, because I want to have fun and relax on my vacation and not have to fuss too much. So I hope this is going to work out good for me, and I'm just waiting for this paint to dry here, and then I'm going to pack this away as well. So if you did like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you're notified the next time I post a video to my channel. I will be sharing some of my travel sketches on my Instagram while I'm away, and likely in my Insta stories as well. So if you'd like to follow along, I'll put a link in the description below, so you can have a look there too. Thank you so much for watching.